Hey everyone, welcome and thank you very much for joining me here in this video. My name is Mike and you're watching IPO Market Watch. Also, Bull Market Watch is my other channel, which is on Patreon, not on YouTube. In this video, everyone, I'm going to talk to you about three stocks. They might work out. They might actually work out really well. So yeah, I would pay attention. Let's start with the pharmaceutical side because there's big news, massive news, really massive, guys. We're going to start off with a video where an analyst is negative on the pharmaceutical stock and real quick. And then after that, I'm going to tell you why I am bullish on this pharmaceutical stock.
So we have it as a sell. Unfortunately, the company went from a boom to bust. Once the COVID darling, the stock has now dropped by 85%. As you mentioned, they're cutting R&D budget by 1.1 billion, and their sales have come down from 18 billion to 5 billion in just 3 years. And so their profits have gone from 13 billion to negative, to a loss of 4.2 billion. They might at some point turn things around, but we don't see light at the end of the tunnel right now based on the data we have.
All right, so Moderna, I actually see light at the end of the tunnel. Yesterday, guys, late in regular trading hours, Moderna came out with news, really big news, which made me rush real quick in the Discord and on Patreon and tell people that I will be buying Moderna at $66.39. And so I bought yesterday at $66.39. I had warned them all ahead of time that I will buy it. They knew about it. And then the same day, I ended up selling just before the market closed. I sold it at $70.08. So if I'm bullish on Moderna, why did I get out? Well, from 66 to 70 was good enough, knowing that we are probably not done with a correction on the price. But what makes Moderna, guys, something that I am very bullish on is the news that they came out yesterday, late trading hours, that you should know about. Right now it is pre-market at the time of trading. The stock is trading at 67, so I did well so far to have sold it. I will be getting back in, guaranteed, in Moderna. I will be getting back in. I don't know exactly what price I will, but I am getting back in because Moderna, guys, is going to launch, according to the CEO, Moderna is going to launch skin cancer vaccine as soon as 2025. These are the news that came out yesterday, late trading hours. The skin cancer vaccine will be for melanoma, right? Which is something that affects the whole world. I mean, everybody who is in direct contact with the sun for a prolonged period of time, years, etc., you are at risk of developing skin cancer. So, I mean, this is going to be insanely big. Now, before I move on to the other two stocks that you should know about because of huge catalysts, ticker symbol TNON went up 1,093% today in pre-market. Actually, it was right here. That's 1,093. It actually went all the way up here. That was 3,000%. That's insane. What in the world happened here? Well, a combination of a reverse stock split, which was about 10 days ago, I think. So that's not it. The reverse stock split already occurred a while ago. But today it exploded because due to the reverse stock split, it has an extremely low float of 420K. You can easily pump this, right? Somebody can probably easily pump this thing, and that's what happened. Yeah, 442K free float. But could we have known about ticker symbol TNON ahead of time? Well, you can't know exactly ahead of time that someone's going to pump something or something's going to pump to an insane, 3,000%. You can never know that ahead of time, but there can be clues. So if you were in my Discord, you would have had clues about it. On September 4th, there were clues about it with positive news about TNON. There was a halt on September 5th. That would have drew our attention. On September 6th, there were more news positive for TNON. There was another hold on September 6th. There was news again on September 6th that we received in the Discord. On September 12th, we received news in the Discord. And lo and behold, today it goes, insane. So that's that. Gevo, guys, this is the second stock I want to talk about in this video that people should pay attention to, in my opinion, but that doesn't mean that you should trade it because there are catalysts coming out for Gevo. Ticker symbol GEVO. Right now, guys, pre-market hours trading at 92 cents. Not bad. It's under $1 though. So, technically, any stock that's under $1 should be kind of off the table. It should be something that we should not be considering because they're risky. There's a lot of high risk with stocks that are under $1. They can result to going even lower. They can end up going to reverse stock splits. There's a reason why they're under $1, and that is because of financial stress on the balance sheet. But there are some positive things to look at here with this company. So this company operates as a carbon abatement company. It operates through 3 segments. They're Gevo, agri-energy, renewable natural gas, and they're focused on transforming renewable energy into energy-dense liquid hydrocarbons that can be used for things like aviation fuel. So airplanes can fly with their fuel, right? That's one of the top things that that they're working on. Growth potential for sustainable jet fuel in earnings call that they had recently, back in March. Sustainable aviation fuel, well positioned in light of new guidance from Treasury Department, and major airlines commit to purchase Gevo sustainable aviation fuel. They have not been able to mass produce this yet because they're still working on their Net Zero Project 1 facility that they're trying to get up and running. When is this thing going to happen? I'm going to let you know. So Gevo to acquire today, this was the news that came out today, they're going to acquire Red Trail Energy assets in North Dakota, including operating low carbon ethanol production, carbon sequential facilities, expanding platform for sustainable aviation fuel. The company said that the acquisition provides operating assets that have years of demonstrated financial performance, including low carbon ethanol plant with 65 million gallons per year of capacity for aviation fuel, right? This is going to help them produce even more. The deal immediately puts them on a path to becoming self-sustaining and profitable as a company in advance of their Net Zero 1 project. And then think about the Net Zero 1 facility going online. So we're looking at catalysts that are, due to come at some point, and maybe this could be the right entry point for the stock. I can't say that it is for you. You'll have to decide for yourself. But let's go on and look at a few more things about this stock. How are they going to fund the purchase that they announced today? That's over $223 million. Well, the purchase price is, it's $210 million. They expect to make this purchase using a mixture of company cash on hand and additional debt financing to be obtained prior to closing, which so happens to be also the year and the quarter most likely that their Net Zero 1 plant will be operational. So Gevo says that engineering for Net Zero 1 project substantially complete. Let's check out this Net Zero 1 project and see what this is all about.
We're talking about going after whole gallons of liquid transportation fuels that have potential for a net zero carbon emission. This is the real deal. The objective is to make fully renewable hydrocarbons that can drop in to existing applications like gasoline or jet fuel, but wiping out the carbon footprint along the way. The reason that we can do that is because the corn coming in is grown with advanced farming techniques, and then we're going to capture 100% of the nutritional value of that corn, the protein, add value to it, and sell it to the marketplace. But then also, we're wiping out the fossil-based footprint. Where does the fossil-based footprint from a plant like ours normally come from? Electricity. So, you know what we're going to do? Build our own electricity infrastructure. We're building a world-scale plant. It's enormous. That plant is unique in that it's going to be off the grid. I don't know of another production plant on Earth that has been set up like this, generating renewable natural gas on site to heat it. But then we can also use some of that biogas to generate electricity. So between generating our own electricity on site and then bringing in wind electricity, we can get off the grid. Eliminating fossil resources is the #1 problem for fighting greenhouse gases. You got to go after it every way you possibly can. We're all in it at Net Zero 1.
But you have to also look at risks and critics of this company and their project. And the company went on to say something that people should take note of. While the Iowa gas plant is profitable and the company has other avenues for growth outside of sustainable aviation fuel, they said that their financial goals and the future of the company is closely tied to Net Zero 1 project. If it fails, investors are going to suffer. So if you're looking for something that's more solid and you don't want to have headaches of if and etc., like with things that are tied with the Gevo stock. Personally speaking, for me, I would look at Occidental Petroleum, ticker symbol OXY. It's trading at a gorgeous price right now. Really amazing price. The last time I saw Occidental Petroleum trading at 51 bucks was in 2022. If you're following Occidental Petroleum, but if you're not, I mean, Warren Buffett, it's not a secret, right? He's an investor in Occidental Petroleum. So far, up to date right now, with all the current SEC filings that we have, we know that Warren Buffett has spent $13 billion, $13 billion of his cash to invest in Occidental Petroleum, right? He owns about 26% of the stock. Occidental Petroleum generates revenue from oil. They generate revenue from natural gas, from the air. I'll explain how in a little bit. And they've also went on to a new venture with lithium for the future, right? Because obviously at some point in life, we know it's inevitable that there's not going to be an automobile on the whole planet that won't be an electric vehicle, right? Warren Buffett's $13 billion bet on Occidental Petroleum turns sour as shares plunge 29%. It's not sour, guys. If you know Warren Buffett, you know Berkshire. They invest for the long term. They're not for the month or 2 months, for a year. 29% going down means nothing to them. They know what they bought. Some news with Occidental Petroleum. How do they make money from the air? Well, they capture carbon from the air. Clean the air. Make it more clean. All right. Not exactly that. So Occidental's 1.5 company secures funding of up to $500 million from the U.S. Department of Energy. Now, I won't go into any details about Occidental Petroleum's financials, their balance sheet, which is actually really good. I've done separate videos for Occidental Petroleum. You can check them out where I analyze the company's financials and their balance sheet. So check that out. The company is very solid in my opinion. Personally speaking, for me, I am not afraid to buy Occidental Petroleum at this low price. It's, like I said, a price that I haven't seen since 2022. I think it is a gorgeous long-term hold. I believe that Occidental Petroleum, my personal price target is that the company will hit $80 within the next 1 to 2 years. So that's a really great gain, an insane gain for the long-term investor. I want to thank you for watching the video. Do not ever buy any stocks you see on my YouTube videos. If you want to buy them only because you did your own personal 100% due diligence away from what I state in my YouTube videos, because I'm not your professional financial advisor. Professional financial advisors, guys, cost thousands of dollars. And last time I checked, this YouTube video is free. All right, guys, take care.